The Bunyip of Berkley's Creek. Story by Jenny Wagner, pictures by Bon Brooks. Thanks, Ove. The Bunyip of Berkley's Creek. See if you can figure out why it's called Berkley's Creek. I have my own theories.
Yes?
Late one night, for no particular reason, something stirred in the black mud at the bottom of Berkley's Creek. In there. The fish swam away in fright, and the night birds in the trees hid their heads under their wings.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Yes, creepy.
Yeah, you can say things like that, just don't be really noisy. When they looked again, something very large and very muddy was sitting on the bank. "What am I?" it murmured. "What am I? What am I? What am I?" And the night birds quickly hid their heads under their wings again. In the morning, the thing was still sitting there, scraping the mud off itself to see what was underneath. "What am I?" it kept saying. "What am I?" But the night birds were all asleep. They couldn't tell him who he was. A passing platypus solved the problem. "You are a bunyip," it said. "Bunyip," murmured the bunyip contentedly. "Bunyip." Then he sat up straight and called out, "What do I look like?" But the platypus had dived into the creek. "Am I handsome?" called the bunyip. "Am I?"
No.
Wolfie says no, but nobody answered him, and the bunyip went on sitting there for a long time. Yes, lost in thought. Presently, a wallaby came by to drink at the creek.
Is this a wallaby?
Now that's the bunyip. "What do bunyips look like?" asked the bunyip.
Is this a wallaby?
Yes, horrible, said the wallaby. "They have webbed feet and feathers."
Look.
"Fine, handsome feathers," said the bunyip hopefully. "Horrible feathers," said the wallaby firmly, and finished her drink and hopped off. "Handsome webbed feet," called the bunyip. But there was no answer. The bunyip sighed and walked off to find someone else. There was a rustling in the bushes behind him, and suddenly an emu shot past. "Wait!" called the bunyip, running after him. "What do bunyips look like?" The emu stopped and considered. "They have fur," he said at last, "and tails." "How many tails?" asked the bunyip. "One to each bunyip," replied the emu. "Fine, handsome tails," said the bunyip. "Horrible tails," said the emu, "and even more horrible fur." And he settled his feathers and crouched down low and streaked off into the distance. The bunyip wandered sadly along the creek. "Will someone tell me what bunyips look like?" he said to anyone who would listen. But there was no answer. Further along the creek he met a man. Who lived here. The man was busy with a notebook and pencil and did not look at the Bunyip. Shh, he said, I'm busy. The Bunyip waited for a long time, and then he said very slowly and clearly, Can you please tell me what bunyips look like? Yes, said the man without looking up. Bunyips don't look like anything. Like nothing, said the Bunyip. Like nothing at all, said the man. Are you sure, said the Bunyip. Quite sure, said the man, and looked right through him.
Wow!
Bunyips simply don't exist. And here is said man. The Bunyip was shaken. Then he sighed a long, deep sigh. What a pity, he murmured. What a pity, what a pity. And he walked slowly back to his water hole. Then he fished his belongings out of the water, packed them in his Bunyip bag, and walked away. No one saw him go.
Wow, look.
The Bunyip walked all day, and just as the sun was setting, he came to a quiet, still billabong.
Wow.
A nice building. This will do, said the Bunyip to himself. No one can see me here. I can be as handsome as I like.
It's a tunnel.
And he unpacked his bag and laid his Bunyip comb and mirror out on the sand and put his billy on to boil. He can be whoever he wants without the effect of the other on how he feels or how he sees himself.
Well, now it's tall. Now look.
No one saw him and no one spoke to him. But late that night, for no particular reason, something stirred in the black mud at the bottom of the billabong. The Bunyip put his comb down in surprise and stared. Something very large and very muddy was sitting on the bank. What am I? It murmured. What am I? What am I? Just like he had said. The Bunyip jumped up in delight. You are a Bunyip, he shouted. Am I? Am I really? Asked the other Bunyip. And then, what do I look like? So there's one of him. This is very philosophical. And
Yes.
yes, Orphe, you look just like me, said the Bunyip happily. And he lent her his mirror to prove it. So now he knows who he is, because there's another one of him to make that true. He's seen another one of him. And now he knows who he is. We know who we are for other people who mirror us through twinship and are the same as us. The mirroring stage is very important for a toddler. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. The end. How good was that, right?
Yes.